Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scattergood. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. That's good for a Giants first down. A run straight ahead at Scattergood. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Jonathan Allen, big man from the interior, with the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
That's caught, and it's Cam Scattergood. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end, Max Johnson. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To the air again goes Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Open man is Robinson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Go! They'll run. It's Scattergood. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
It's a loss of
From a little further back, his second and goal.
The 6-yard line.
The throw is Dart. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bronco leading. Bronco switch, Bronco.
Akers will score. Touchdown, G-Man. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First play, and McCarthy to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Vikings.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Out to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Now a receiver, it's Ty Felton. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the mark.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rounding into the ball, modest gain.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll run. This is Mason. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Hockenson in motion. To the air on third down is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will get into the end zone. T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Riker good with the extra point. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Javon Hargrave in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big-time play out of the G-Man. And even 3 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment.
Here we go. Go.
On the ground is Mason. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. The reception for Rondale Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On first down, here's McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And it's taken in by Felton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Minnesota.
At the 60.
The first carry now for Ty Chandler. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Now McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's McCarthy. Looking middle, and it's complete to Felton. And he will score! Ty Felton. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for two, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Giants 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. And he's caught. It's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To throw is Dart. He'll get that out to Scattergood. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 1. Throwing. Dart. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. A quick throw on the RPO, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
A run. And here's Mason. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A carry now for Chandler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. This is caught 2. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
There's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in, drop him before he can take that shot downfield. They'll go play action here with Dart. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. third and long, and Dart is going to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Moore going in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Akers. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment so that it's not so close the next time?
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
To the air again goes Dart. To the outside, complete to Johnson. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Dart going to throw it again. That's into the hands of Akers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second and 8.
From 29, here's second and 8. Here's Akers. gets it down to the 15-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Giants.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three who can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal. We're seeing it here. Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
They check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Inside the 10, it is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. McCarthy to the air on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard
A
line.
run now for Chandler. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And taken in by Felton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 2. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Reichert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. The Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. A play fake. Now Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
From
line.
the pistol, here's Akers. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's get Panther 11, Panther 11, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And that one incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Take off.
To the air once more is Dart. That is caught. And the Giants going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. Good blocking, and he's in. Has Akers. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll run it here with Candler. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Marked with 29.
Taken down by Gabe Belton. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
9-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's complete. Some more on the right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. They'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a 1st down. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st down, Vikings.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. A run with the fullback hand. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
The Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings
Now McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. Touchdown pass is thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
The return starts from the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Ready, set. Ready, cut.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run him to the next stake. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got get it, go retrieve it. Just short, small. When that's from Cali with the cheetah, print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Trailing me, back to back to back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I been trying to keep it cool, these little, they tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, All that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Vroom, vroom. Like my name, Jody, pull up in Yvette.